believe in the product, you will be able to buy it, produce it, and show the level of productivity that can come out of it. With that said, I am happy today to be purchasing the seeds that I'm going to be planting the first few blocks this coming weekend. So I'm actually going to be planting the late maturity 727 and also coming in with some blocks with the new SCXH102 sorghum. So this is the receipt, the evidence that I'm going to be purchasing my seed. So this is the invoice showing that I've just purchased the seed that I'm going to be planting over the weekend. So it's very, very important as he loads for you to understand some of the key attributes that you should look at when you're selecting a maize variety. So you can come through and get more insight. So when we talk about maize production, it depends on the agroecological region, which also marries to the climatic variability that exists owing to climate change that we have seen over the last couple of years. And with that said, you can go ahead and load it. And with that said, it's very important for you to know that in Zimbabwe, we have 5 agroecological regions. Of these 5 agroecological regions, the most rainfall comes in region 1, where you find your areas like your Mount Linda there. So it's a very small area. So this is agroecological region 1. Then we also have agroecological region 2A and 2B. But over the past couple of years, we have seen a shrinkage in some regions and an extension in others owing to climate change. So you find that the Mashonaland provinces, that's where you find most of your region 2A and your region 2B. And then we have region 3 surrounding region 2A and 2B, where you find Chebutu, you find your areas like Mvuma, Gokwe, and you also find other small pockets around Shamba as well. And then we move on to region 4, where you find the areas like part of Gweru, you find Yonkai, Lukani, you also find part of Mashingo also coming in there. But then we also have natural region 5, where you have your areas like Utenga, Kirezi, you have part of Mashingo also falling in there. But recently, it came out that there's a new region right down there, close to this bridge. This region emanated from the shrinkage or the extension of dry areas in this Bedford region. So this region became drier, so we now have an additional region, which is region 5B. So this is what is happening in terms of our agroecological region. And then with that said, the Ministry of Agriculture, they went on to encourage us to do crop mapping by agroecological region, understanding our crop endowment. So as SITCO, we have all your crop endowments covered from the ultra early, very early, medium, and late maturing varieties. But nonetheless, we also have the sorghum as well. As you saw there, that I also bought 2 pockets of the SCXH102, which I'm also going to be sending to an area which is drier. So it's encouraged for you to also grow. Crop diversification is also encouraged so that you reduce the risk of crop failure and you mitigate the effects of climate change. So SITCO is the real deal. If you trust the product that you're going to grow, it's very, very important for you to also put in the blocks timeously and employ good agronomic practices. The planting depth, the spacing, the fertilizer, the weed management need to be on point, coupled with good pest management so that you optimize on the productivity. I'm done for the day and I'm going to be planting over the weekend. What are you doing? What's your excuse? It starts with the right seed.